Hello, my name is Anuskatzz. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I love to dance with the pole. I love exotic high heels, I love dancing, I love pole sport, and I love stretching and everything what have to do with moving the body and feeling comfortable and enjoy movement. And now, as you see, I have my yoga blocks here and my bands, and I will stretch my body. I take you with me here on this little stretching video, and you just can stretch yourself if you like, can just spend some time with me. I would be super happy if you subscribe and comment, like this video and share it and click on the notification bell, and don't compare yourself with where I am right now in my split practice. I am not a certified teacher, I am just a usual person, and I also just take you with me on my training journey. And I also don't have the best tips or can exactly say how it have to be done, because we are also individual, and that is the nice thing about it. I also have my heater on here. It's a little bit loud, but I will put also some music over it that you can really enjoy here the time with me and relax. And if you also like to stretch yourself, feel invited to use yoga blocks and what I have here for tools, because they really help to stretch yourself properly. And it is so nice because this all works so well together. Stretching with pole dance and with dancing in general, to just like losing a little bit up, having just a good time, and yeah, enjoy also just the moment with yourself. The world is so stressful, there's so much to do, so sometimes we are just very lost in all what we do, and this is just a reminder to just take your space and time to relax and to enjoy and get to know your body better with the help of stretching. I also have my water here, and I just can recommend you, if you follow along, you also can drink some water. And other than that, I just hope that you like what I do now here and that we have an amazing time together where we just take care of ourselves and our body. Before I forget, I just make a few selfies and videos to promote my little training session here in the World Wide Web. Say hi. I think there's a cat. Want to come and join? Yeah, come, mommy, come. Yeah, come. Say hi, mommy. That's my cute mommy. Momo is his name, and he always thinks he's the boss. Even so, he isn't. But he pretends to be the boss of all cats. It's pretty overwhelming to pretend to be the boss of all cats, but what to do? Okay. Something good to drink, a bit water. So usually I'm very cold when I start to stretch, and to change that I warm my body a bit more up before I really start to go into the deep stretches. And for this I really like to be a bit faster and be a bit more dynamic. I think I will now also go live on TikTok. I make it pretty hard for you now. You want to stretch and I just don't start, but I will start, no worries. But you know, as a content creator, this is what we have to do. Multiple things at once. But yeah, it's nice to reach more people who maybe also have fun while stretching. Oh, now I have to verify my age here. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, I would say I'm ready now. I'm really ready now. So let's start with some warm up that we get our muscles moving and feeling comfortable. What I like the most is the cat and dog. I try also to roll my toes a little bit, and sometimes I go even further to just warm everything properly up. And yesterday I had like a HIIT training, so my body is pretty shredded and sore. Now I put one leg in front, move like this, and then let my arms fall. Like this. And now I go from the one side to the other. Just some fast movements to get the body to wake up. Stretch, flex, and back. Sometimes I move like this. Flex and point, twist, 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 other side, flex and point, and twist. Okay. Now I go further with my feet together, go down, go up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Yes. Okay, now I go down. I'm already getting warmer and warmer. Like this, left and right. With your hands, wiggle in little circles. Now, look with your hands down on the ground. Wiggle, 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 circles. And now look with your hands to the back of the wall, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Now turn to look with your hands up to the ceiling, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. Now I make bigger circles. So first I make bigger circles to the ceiling. Then I make bigger circles facing you with my hands, palms. Now bigger circles looking down on the ground. And now bigger circles with looking back. Whew. Then I get my arm stretch like this. I'm really sore, I can say. Whew. That was a tough training yesterday, the HIIT training. It's good training, but it's really tough. Here I have now my hands. You see, I make some circles with them. Other side too. That already feels great. Okay. So now I sit like this and then turn my head to the one side, really stretch, then turn my head to the other side, really stretch. I now move my head in circle to one side and now to the other side. And now half circle. Now down and out. Look really back. And look really down. Like this. Okay. So now I feel already warmer. That's good. I have this black roller, and what I do now, I don't go yet in big stretches. I just use the black roll to get some movements already in. What I do, I stretch like this. Front and back. Front and back. My feet are looking to the ground. They are flexed. And go down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Now I point my toes and make the same. Now see myself here, flex, point, flex, point. I just want to give my body the motivation to get into the stretch, feeling comfortable, moving slowly and nicely, and to get used to the feeling. I now take again the roll. And my foot is flexed. And I go back down and go back up. Giving some impulses here. My body feels comfortable, nice and smooth. Perfect. Now I make the same again. Lift my feet, flex it, point it towards me. It's a little details because what I want to do is to get my hamstrings stretched and used to the feeling. And this is a very simple way to do so. Down and up. Don't forget to point the toes. And go into this active kind of stretch. Okay. What I will do now, put the roll aside, take my arms, lift them and put them on my pointed feet. Yes. Feeling the stretch. Go back up. What I do now, take my arm and go like this down and feel the stretch. Just helping that my body gets more and more used into the stretched position, feeling more and more comfortable. And now you also can make out of this active stretch. So let me show you. Go down, 1, 2, 3, go up and go down, 1, 2, 3 and go up. Go down, 1, 2, 3, go up, get down, 1, 2, 3, go up, go down. Now I try to stay down there, point still my toes, feeling the stretch in my hamstrings. Not always a nice stretch, I can tell. Going up. Now, like this. And change the side. Again, flex and point the feet, the toes, twist it. Don't know if you was able to hear that, but that was a little crack. But that's okay. Body is moving and that's all right. Okay. Now I sit in this position. I directly repeat what I did on the other side. Take my black roll and go down in the active stretch. As deep as it's possible for you. I know that some really have problems and that's absolutely fine, but I have to say I like this way of active stretches. I really enjoy to move my body while I'm doing it and to just, getting my body to overcome some aspects where I was not before because I'm just in this movement, in this constant flow. I flex my toes while I'm doing it. And go down and up and down and up and down and up, down and up. Now I point my toes and I do the same. So with these small tiny movements and the activity, I have the feeling I come always better in my stretches. And it's a fun way. Sometimes I needed more silence, sometimes I needed more movement. Yeah, depending on the day and my mood. Okay. So what I do next, same I did on the other side. Go up and flex like this with my arms to the feet. Go back up again. Try it one more time. Now I go back up and I make like this. And now we make it more fast. 1, 2, 3, and up. And 1, 2, 3, and up. And 1, 2, 3, and up. And 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. Beautiful. I know that a lot of people have very tight hamstrings. Let me explain you. When you work in a job where you are a lot on computers, and because of the sitting position on the chair, your hamstrings get shorter and shorter, and the back of the body you have to make all the work. And since I really work so hard on my hamstrings, I also feel way better when I sit on the computer. So it's really the key to get used to untighten the tight hamstrings. Different methods are possible for that. You can take yoga blocks or this roll, whatever you want. Then this rubber, like this. And now you take the rubber around your feet and you work that you stretch your hamstrings. For some it's already like very hard and then they make like this or whatever, but usually what you do when you stretch your body, you try to stay straight, always straight. It's very hard when you don't have a mirror and you don't see if your back is straight, but the straighter your back, the more painful in your hamstrings, the better you get your hamstrings in movements. As I said before, I'm not a certified teacher, and this is all my personal experience I share here with you. So make everything in your tempo and in your mood. Okay, so what I will do now, I will try to go a bit further down with a stretched back into my stretch for my hamstrings. Yep. For some it already starts earlier to hurt a lot, but that's part of the process. But don't overdo it directly at the beginning. Take your time, stretch more, and then you will also be able to go deeper in your stretches. For me, it really helps to move. Others, they just sit there very straight. But for me, I like to just like wiggle a little bit, moving forward and backward, and enjoying to feel the stretch. And what I also like to do is sometimes give a bit tension to my feet and stretch and flex while I'm in the position. And when you feel good, I am already, I would say, good practice with my hamstrings. I put this aside and I try to really lift my arms up and fall deep into the stretch. Lift up and again. It also helps with the breathing, you know. Sometimes you have so much pain, it's just good to breathe the pain out, like get it out there, release the tension through the help of breath. So when I feel pain, I really try to breathe in and breathe out while I stretch in my hamstrings. Breathe in and stretch. What I do now is I also try this. Push my leg a little bit more down. Make it on the other side, same. Because the longer you hold yourself in this position, the more you force your hamstrings to release this tension, the better it is. But to trap yourself into this kind of practice, it is always very helpful to just like make it a bit more interesting for you, move yourself, move your body. I now go back into a stretch for my upper back too. And now I repeatedly point and flex my legs, my feet, now together. And just get to know my body, get to know the feeling of this hamstrings, of this tight hamstrings, and help them to loose a bit up. I do now, I roll my feet in one direction, roll my feet in the other direction. Okay. Your hamstrings are the key to everything, like I already said. So what I will do next, I will lay down on my back. I take this, my helper, my friend. It's not my friend, it always just helps me to feel more pain, but this is how it is. Good. Like this. And what I do now, I hold it very tight. And just like stretch it a little bit up. And I slowly now open my leg more and more up into the stretch. It's like a little, it's a wave, from a small wave to a big wave. So I start small and go always a bit more. Now I release in this big stretch, feeling my hamstrings screaming at me, stop doing this, but I don't listen. Also here now I start to point and to flex. Just stay a little bit longer as I possibly can in this really painful position. Now I try to get my leg closer to me. And that's always the part. It looks so easy, but it's actually very painful. Others, they can like take their leg and like get it very close to their head and like super flexible in every direction, but it's really hard. Look how I already like shaking. Okay. Slowly release. And sure, now we take the other leg. It's not done with just one. So can you remember what we do? Start in small waves to go higher and higher into the stretch. The other leg I have on the ground and I flex my toes. Mama. My cat is here, too shy for the camera. So I start small, getting more and more used to this stretch of my hamstrings. You even can press against it, I would say. Press against the stretch. Just like get your hamstrings in a movement. And now I'm almost fully up there. And I start again from down, small. Because this is already so hard. When you start like with small little waves and then you go airways a bit higher and a bit higher, you directly feel that you not only stretch your hamstrings, you are in an active stretch of all the muscles who are there. All the muscles want to be stretched. And higher. And now I'm up. Up and down. I point and flex my toes. Feeling this massive stretch. Then I also move my leg a little bit. Everything what I can do to distract myself from the pain, I do. Believe me. Now I will get a bit more down. But when you are not there yet, you don't have to go there. Everything in your own tempo. There's no rush. Okay, and I go slowly down. Whew. Lift myself up. Don't forget to drink something. Till here already very good. Now I follow along. Take my black roll. Black roll is my friend. In this case, to go deeper into the stretches. I put my leg there on top. And now I move. Really take a look when you want to also do it. And what I now take care for is here the hamstrings and the inner of my thigh. And I also stretch here. I flex my feet. And now I make little movements. And I come back up again. And back down. And now I point my toes towards me and do the same. When you really want to go further, you also can lift the other leg up. Just how you feel comfortable. I can tell you if it's already the max you can go or if you can go further. I don't know. Now we change the legs. First I flex my feet, and I make the same on the other side. Back and forth, back and forth. Stay a little bit down here. Feel the stretch. Back again. Now I point my toes. I do the same. Now I stay a little bit in this position and will lift up my feet. Nice. Whew. That is very intense, but it really does the job. And we are not finished here. There are some more angry movements. Left and right for my feet. See, it's like this on my back. Now, stretch my legs. My hamstrings are on fire. Now I make the same as in the beginning. I roll down and roll up. And I go with my feet also down. Flex, point. Flex and point. And I always try to go a little bit deeper. And now I stay in this very deep stretch, feeling my body is working, accepting the deep stretch, the pain. Try to breathe. When it's too hard, I go up. and I breathe in and go back into the stretch. And take a longer while down there. It's good to wiggle, to move. Enjoy the stretch. The more and the better you stretch, the better you come also into the splits. And this takes a while, but it's absolutely necessary to stretch before as long as possible, that your body is warm and used to what will happen next. Okay. I will now put it aside and we'll go again down on the ground. Try to touch my left or right leg, wherever you want to start with. I just stay here a little while and enjoy. Go up, take the other side down. Okay. Slowly I release. We don't want to hurt ourselves. Yep. Okay. And now let me tell you something. I could make this for hours. I could stretch way more. And I will stretch more for you. And here in front of the cam. I'm very practiced, so I can do my splits. Sometimes I have better days, sometimes I have worse days, and I accept this. I don't know which day is today, I will find it out now, but usually you should stretch like for sure a long time before, minimum an hour to really be ready for the splits. So I will put now my carpet aside and I will try to go down into the split. If you not can do the split, then just don't go crazy down right now. Start slowly where you feel comfortable and the tempo you need to have. Don't cross any borders your body gives you because you not should get injured. See how far you can go, how it feels, and then release again. Only because I go now deeper in the split as you, or maybe you even better than me, and think, what is the hell is she talking about? It's very important for you to just make everything possible for you. Okie dokie. When I started with my split practice, I always was practicing my splits on the carpet. And over the time, because I watched more and more videos and was like more and more into this, I saw a lot of people stretching or going into the split on the ground. And I really have to say I love it. I love it for the ones who are already coming very deep, but not deep enough. Because with the ground you slide way easier, like on the carpet. I always had the feeling the carpet kind of stopped me, or I stopped my body to slide. So the slidier and slipperier it is, the better you come in the split, but the more you can also injure yourself. So really look and trust your instincts. And for example, I have now here the pole. So what I can do when I go in the split, I can hold myself onto the pole. I love to do that. No, not everyone have a pole. some have a yoga block, so then maybe use the yoga blocks left and right. Others, they also don't have yoga blocks, so maybe make it on the wall that you can hold yourself on the wall to just not struggle and fall or slip too fast. Everything in your tempo. Okay. Let us see. When I was the last time going into my splits, I think like 1 or 2 weeks ago, so I haven't practiced in a long while. What I do now, as you see, I have my leg in the back, usually steady on the ground, and what I do is just like taking my front leg and force it to go down. And what I can tell you is always move back. Yeah, therefore you have like a towel, and then you can try again to go on the towel down into the stretch. Now, you see? It is also not necessary that you directly force all the weight into the ground. It's not about being better, being stronger. Every lesson you do, every time you train and you stretch your body, you will come further and further. Sometimes you're stuck a little bit, but in the end you train and you don't have to force it. It really can take a while, and that's okay. Now I hold myself here on the pole, and you see today is not that good day. I not can come down totally, and that's fine for me too. And back up. I now will try to go again down and stay a little bit in my position of the split. A little bit longer than before. The 3 ones before I practiced a little bit, and now I will take a deep breath, hold myself on the pole and stay a little bit more steady in my split to just teach my body to understand that he have to get comfortable and do it. I also always try to make the solid split, so I really try to go as straight as possible. I not move my hips a lot out and make directly a sit or something. I just really try to be straight. I flex and point my toes and try to feel the stretch. Whew. Okay. Now I switch the side because we want to learn it on both sides, right? And believe me, there's always a better side and always a harder side. I practice so often splits now with so many other people that I really can say why some have the right side is better or the left side. I don't know why. You will find it out yourself what feels better for you. But in the end, I think you want to learn the split on both sides, so you anyway train both sides. So here again, feet on the towel, nothing too fancy, and down. Oh yeah, here I feel I'm really tensed. My biggest problem is that I run, I make HIIT training, and then I also stretch, and it's like a lot different sports. So I'm always very, very tense, because with the running I have the opposite. I do the opposite, you know, with the running I tense my body more, and with the stretching I try to force my body to relax more. And then with the HIIT training I really tense my muscles always. But it's good. I think at some point it will work out. Okay, so next try, other side of this, and go down. And stay here a little bit. Go backward. And I have to say, I really feel today here, it's not good. I really feel I don't want to overstress it. I feel really like a pain that feels not like it would normally be there. So I not go there and overstretch it and ignore it. I take it, I understand it, it's there, I accept it, and for me then I don't go again back down there and force my body to do what my body don't want to do, because it tells me, hey, that hurts, stop there, so I stop there. On my other side it was fine, but on this side it really hurt. So now I will also go a little bit in the middle split, and it's not for everyone like this. Some, they want to practice one time the middle split and another time the front split, but it's up on you. I like to train all three because I want to learn all three, and when I'm anyway in the practice, I practice all three. But however you feel comfortable, it's up on you. And the middle split is really hard. And for me, like, crazy painful. And I'm not that good there. But therefore I practice. And it can take years, you know. People who say, oh, I learned the split in 30 days, that's completely bullshit. It's very hard to go out of the middle split, so I creep here a little bit around. Take a little bit of my time. And as I said, I'm not a certified teacher, and I know I make here a lot of things wrong and could make something better and whatever, but I'm also not here to teach you anything. I'm just here to have a good time, to remind you that it's good to do sport, to take care of your body, take care of your soul, and yeah, that's just my reminder here, and this is why I'm online. I just don't want to tell you anything or tell you what to do. It's just my way of practicing, and I let you follow along. So one more time in the middle split. Slowly and nicely. Okay, I would say that's it for now, for today. What you can do is now to calm down, feel the relaxation that is maybe now happening in your body. Enjoy the moment. You can lay down on your back and just like breathe. I also like to sit like this and just like feeling the tingling over my skin and just appreciate that my body is able to do this kind of stretches, and to appreciate that I will take care as long as it's possible. Maybe go down. And yeah, that's it for now. I hope you like this little sequence. Don't forget, I'm not a certified teacher. I'm not someone who wants to teach you things or how it's done. I just took you on this little adventure of my stretching journey, and I would be happy if you, Follow me everywhere in the World Wide Web and let us see where this adventure will lead us. I'm very curious. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment and to click on the notification bell. Mwah. Bye bye. Yours, anuskatzz.